Hi everyone, this is Selvi. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Today we are going to talk about product backlog. So, what are the topics that we are going to cover today? What is product backlog? How product backlog is related to product vision and product roadmap? And what is product backlog prioritization all about? And management of product backlog? And we will also see some of the characteristics of the product backlog, which is DEEP, D-E.E.P. Let's start with the first topic. What is a product backlog? A product backlog is an ordered list of prioritized work items. It serves as the central repository of all tasks or the work that is needed to build a product. Some of the key attributes to remember here. We talked about ordered list, we talked about priority, we talked about work items. First, let's try to understand what is work item means. Anything that is available in a product backlog is called as the work item. It is a generic term because we have different work items available in a product backlog like user stories, bug, spike, technical debt, task, and so on. So, in general, we call all of them as work items. And this product backlog is a list. So we have lot of items, right? It's basically a list. Why we are saying ordered list? Why just not a list? Because we order this list of work items with the help of the attribute that is priority. We will talk about that, how we are going to manage that priority. But first thing to remember here is a product backlog is the ordered list of prioritized work items. So inside the product backlog, whatever that is related to that project, if I want to build a product or a project, whatever the things I need, all those requirements are available as part of the product backlog. A product backlog is also called as a backlog. Why I'm stressing this point? Because we will also learn about one more backlog in future. So anytime if you are seeing only backlog, that is referring to product backlog. And it is also the master backlog or the main list of work items. So that is the reason it is a central repository of all the work that is required to build a product is available here. A product backlog is going to be available till the life of a project or a product. The time we shut down the product or project, we can also close the product backlog because there is no need of maintaining the product backlog, right? So the lifespan of product backlog is equal to the lifespan of the project or the product. Selvi, you talked about so many types of work items. Do not worry about that. We will be covering all those work items in a dedicated episode. So what is a user story, what is a bug, what is a spike, all those things we will be covering in detail. So right now, you need to remember whenever you are hearing the word product, whenever you are hearing the word backlog or product backlog, three key attributes you need to remember. It is a list of work items and it is also maintaining with the help of a priority, and it contains all the work items related to the project. Now let's get into the detail how this product backlog is going to look like and what are the things we need to talk about this product backlog. Okay, now new things are coming up. What is the relation between product vision and product roadmap? Oh my god, so many terms. First, let's try to understand what is a product. Product is anything that delivers a value. Please do not worry. This is just one slide, but we have an episode where I have explained about what is product vision, what is product roadmap. I will also give that link in the description so that you can refer. And also in the product management series, we are also covering these topics in detail. Already we have covered some of the things, and we are going to cover in our upcoming episode how to even write a product vision. It's not relevant to this series, so I have taken to the product management series. So whoever interested, you can also refer that. Now, what is a product? A product is anything that is delivering a value. Simple things. My wristwatch, that's a product. Because wherever I move, I am able to see the time. It's delivering me a value. So it's not necessary always a software is a product and only software is a product. No, nothing like that. Anything that is delivering a value is a product. Now, okay, I came to know about what is a product, but why are we talking about product vision and product roadmap in product backlog session? There is a reason. What is a product vision? Product vision is actually a statement that as a whole team with the help of a workshop that you will derive. This product vision, how we can achieve this product vision? By asking three simple questions. Why are we developing this product? Who all are the target audience to whom we are developing this product? And what is the value as a whole that we are going to deliver with this product? So three questions: why, to whom, and what. These three questions, if you are able to answer, then you are actually able to achieve that product vision statement. It is just a statement. Now, okay, I got it. Can I give some examples so that you can actually relate? There is a product that you are trying to develop. Generally, for three use cases, you will be developing a product. You have an idea and you want to develop that idea. So a product automatically gets created. You have an existing product and you want to enhance that product. Then automatically you will be also getting into a product development. There is a problem and you want to solve that problem. So you found a solution. To implement the solution, you will also create a product. So basically, why are we creating this product? Answers with the help of these three scenarios. Maybe you are having an idea and you are going to implement it with the help of a product development. You already have a product, you are enhancing it. Maybe that is the reason. Or maybe you are solving something with a solution. That solution is actually in need of a product development. So why got answered? To whom? Who all are the target audience? See, everyone is not going to use every product. So whom I should target and who all are the people who are interested to purchase my product or who are willing to use my product. So that is the set of target audience. And what value it is going to deliver. See, as I mentioned, any product can be anything that is delivering a value. A product cannot stay without delivering a value. So what is the value that it is trying to deliver? What is the business value that it is going to give? So if these three questions are answered, you will be able to give a product vision. So now, okay, I have a product vision. What is the relationship between the product vision and the product backlog? Because we are learning product backlog today, right? But why are we talking about product vision? There is a reason. So now you came to know what is a product vision. If you answer these three questions, you will be able to understand. Please check out the other episodes that are coming in the product management series and also the existing one that is part of what is product vision and roadmap. That will definitely help you. Now the next thing is product roadmap. You would have heard about career roadmap, overall roadmap of the project. So when you have a project or a product, uh, you cannot actually, it can run for many years also, many months also. But you should have a roadmap, right? See, my career is going to be there for another so and so years, for example. I cannot just say that, okay, I have these many years. I will be having some intermediate targets, right? In another 5 years, I should be in this position. In another 3 years, I should be learning all these things. In another 2 years, I should be completing these kind of knowledge sharing sessions, or I should attend these kind of sessions so that I can gain more knowledge. Those all are my target that I'm setting as a goal in intermediate basis. So there is a timeline in 2 years, in 3 years, in 5 years. That's a timeline, and I have a goal. So roadmap is something which is going to have four things. One is there is a goal and there is also a timeline and there is a release detail. So every time there is a release happening and that release is going to, for example, you have a release that is coming in that is version 1 release, and for the version 1 you have 6 months of time. And in the 6 months of time, what are the goals that you are going to cover? That is actually your goal. So goal you learned, timeline you learned, which is 6 months, and release is the first version 1. And the progress you will be measuring, right? So release is actually going to have in 6 months. So we will wait for 6 months. No, you need to measure intermediate basis. How are we performing? How are we progressing to achieve that goal in that period of 6 months? Whether we will be able to make that release because we have already committed that release in 6 months. So that progress you can measure with the help of sprints. We will talk about sprints in detail. So do not worry about these terms. All these terms will be covered in the upcoming series. So here you just need to think about only four things. One is actually the goal. The goal, to achieve the goal, you have some time, that is your timeline. And the goal, when you are achieving the goal, is associated to a release. And to achieve the release, you will not wait till that time period. You will make some kind of progress measurement that in the intermediate basis. So all these four terminologies. So you learned about product vision, learned about product roadmap. Not in detail, at least now you are aware of what is a product vision and what is a product roadmap. With these two things are very much important when you are creating a product backlog. Why? Because product backlog items should be always aligned with the product vision. You cannot do something that is out of your vision. The vision is going to create some product. For example, the wristwatch. Can you talk something about a clock, wall clock? No, it's all about wristwatch. So my product backlog should not contain anything specific to wall clock because my product is all about wristwatch. My vision is all about the wristwatch. So always the product backlog item should be aligned with the product vision. It should not go out of the vision. The next thing is you should have a roadmap. Okay, I have all the things in my product backlog, but you should be having certain releases. Okay, when is my next release coming in? And what is the goal that I can pick up from this product backlog so that this is going to be the goal and this is going to be the release and this is the time I can frame. We will talk about in estimation how we can estimate the product backlog items, which is also the high level estimate, which will help you to plan the releases. But right now, the releases are also, that is actually the roadmap, because the release details are available in the roadmap. Those details are also very important when you are actually creating the product backlog, because that will give you a clear picture what are the things that are coming in and when we should be planning that release and what are the items we need to prioritize. So product backlog, we learned it is an ordered list, and which is having the prioritized list of work items. So we learned about three key attributes you should always remember: the list, work items, and priority. And product backlog is always aligned with your product vision and product roadmap. Product vision, that is the boundary that you have. You cannot go out of that vision. So whatever the vision that you are covering, those items only should be available as part of your product backlog. When you talk about the roadmap gives you the picture of what are the goals, timelines, release details, and how are we going to measure that intermediate progress as well. So this roadmap is very essential for you to plan what is the goal and what are the releases that we can make, so that how this product backlog items are aligned to those release things that we are planning. So this is the connection with product vision and product roadmap. Always product backlog should be aligned with your vision and roadmap. Now, prioritization. Wow, this is a very important topic because as you have seen in the key attributes I mentioned very clearly, this is one of the key attribute. So priority actually, I have just classified as two. You can also classify as three: high priority, low priority. So imagine that backlog is a list of items. Okay, there is a big box where you have items on top, on top, on top. You have placed like that. It's basically a stack of work items. The work items that are going to deliver high business value should be positioned at the top of the backlog because they automatically get the high priority. High business value, high priority. So always at the top of the backlog. Why? Because see, the product backlog is something that is going to be viewed by anyone. All the project stakeholders are going to see the product backlog. And product backlog, whenever we are going to see that, it should clearly explain us what are the topics that are going to come immediately and what are the topics that will be coming little later. That idea, if you want to get it, we should know what is the priority. How to understand that? High priority items are always placed at the top. So anyone who is looking at the product backlog, they can understand, okay, these are the high priority items in this product backlog because they are placed at the top, and potentially these are the items that will be added as part of the upcoming release. So we are getting the clarity what is the goal that we are even targeting with the help of this positioning in the product backlog. And now low priority items, obviously they are actually low business value items. So we are keeping at the bottom of the backlog. So what is the guiding principle? Of course, high priority items, they are going to be part of the immediate release. And low priority items will be part of the long-term plans. They will not be picked up soon. So, and one another point I just want to mention here is the topics that are placed at the top are going to add lot of benefits. We will talk about that in our backlog refinement during the sprint planning. All those things we will be covering those topics which are very, very important. But right now, please remember, high priority items are always placed at the top. Low priority items are placed at the bottom because high priority means high business value. Low priority means low business value. High priority items will be picked up for the immediate release. Low priority items will be picked for the later release. The reason for all these positioning is because this is an ordered list. The ordered list is done with the help of priority. Now you got the relation that why we call that as ordered list, because we are ordering the list. It is not something like a list that anytime anyone can add anything, but it is not having any order. We cannot see like what is coming first, what is going to be the next. We cannot identify. That's not an ordered list. But here we are using a very important factor, that is priority, and completely ordering or positioning the work items based on the priority. Because we have lot of items in the product backlog, right? Because product backlog is holding the entire list of requirements related to the product. It's the master list. So we need to be very, very careful what is going to come at the top, what is going to be at the bottom of the list. This is clear, I believe. Next, we will go to the management of the product backlog. Okay. So first thing, who is responsible to own the product backlog? Owner is product owner. We will talk about product owner in detail because we already discussed about the Scrum framework where we have different roles, different events, different artifacts. So first artifact, what we are learning today is the product backlog. We will be learning about the roles. In that, we will also talk about product owner. Product owner is the person who is the owner of the product backlog. Product owner always ensures that we have completely aligned with the product vision when we are making this product backlog. It's very, very important. Work items in the backlog, you can have user stories, technical debt, spike, bugs, task, all these items. We will discuss about all these topics in detail. Please do not worry. We will get into each and every topic in one session. All items must align with the product vision. Of course, we discussed there as well in the responsibility. Product owner also will ensure even the work items also always align with the product vision. And when it comes to the releases, we will be worrying about how we can align, or not worrying basically. We will be aligned with the product roadmap. Collaboration, contributions from clients, customers, and technical leads, because product backlog is going to cover all the requirements, right? The requirements can come from any stakeholders, can be from your clients, customers, technical leads, your team members, whoever wants to add, they are going to add, but the owner is product owner. So we will talk about who all can add the work items when we will talk about the user stories, technical tests, all those things. But owner is product owner. Product owner will ensure that the product backlog is completely aligned with the product vision. And there are different work items. Work items is a generic term. Work items can be of different nature, user stories, technical debt, bugs, spikes, and tasks. And collaboration, of course, it comes from different people. And product owner updates and maintains the backlog. So here I have used the word backlog. So anywhere if you are seeing only backlog, it is product backlog. All right. Wow, there is a characteristic feature of this product backlog. Please remember DEEP. D-E-E-P. Easy to remember. So what is D? Detailed appropriately. E is estimated. E emergent, and P is prioritized. First one, detailed. Detail, as the name suggests, any work item should be having clear and concrete information, and it should be having the complete details about the work. that what we are going to perform. It can be a spike, it can be a technical debt, it can be a task, it can be bug, whatever it is. What are we trying to do? See, anytime when we create, we should not only say, this is what we need to do. No. Why are we doing this? What are we trying to solve, or what are we trying to add as a business value? What is exactly we are going to deliver because of this implementation? That should be very much clear. It should not be just saying that, okay, just implement this. No, that is not a complete information. It's completely incomplete basically. So it should have the details like why are we doing that, and what are we going to get out of this implementation, why we need to do in this fashion, and why we are looking for this user story or functionality. All those details should be clearly captured as part of the work item, so that it will help team to understand why are we doing that rather than what we are doing. First of all, we need to understand why I need to do this. What am I trying to solve? What business value I'm going to deliver? That question should be completely clarified in a detailed fashion. So every work item should be written in such a way that it is giving the detailed information so that team is clear about all these details. Next one, estimation. We will talk about estimation in detail, but every work item should be in a place where you will be able to give a high level estimate. So when we will be able to give estimate? When I am having complete details. So previous detailed appropriately or detailed that we have covered, just because we need to also know like what we are trying to implement, and also for anything to be estimated we should have clear information. What is the complexity? Any risk? Any dependencies? How much work I need to invest, what kind of value I'm going to deliver. These all factors are really important when you are estimating a work item. So all these factors can be very well addressed if there is a detailed statement available in a work item. And if we are estimating, this helps us to plan a ballpark estimate or high level estimate that will help us to plan our releases. If you want to plan our quick milestone and releases at high level, some tentative date if you want to come up with, this uh, product level, product backlog level estimation is very, very important. So every work item should be in a place where we can estimate. The next one is emergent. This product backlog is not a static list of items. It is a dynamic list of items. Not only, okay, I had initially 5 items, then there will be another 5 items, then now it becomes 10. Okay, that is also dynamic. I'm not only talking about that. I'm also talking about in those 5 items also. I'm not going to stick with the information what I have added initially. There are high chances I may add something, I may remove something, I may modify something, or sometimes that particular requirement itself will turn into something else. So it is completely dynamic. Why? The reason is when we are adding something in a product backlog, we identified a certain requirement and we thought this is what we want to implement. But by the time that it is available in the product backlog itself, there are some kind of changes happening in the market, and there are some kind of changes that is happening at the product level, which is making this requirement get into some different level. So now we need to adapt to those changes and add those as part of the product backlog work item. That is the reason there are high chances we may add something, we may remove something, we may actually modify some of the details, not completely add or remove, but modify some of the details. And also there are high chances a particular work item itself may become invalid. So this is emergent. So it's completely dynamic in nature. The next one is prioritized. We talked about this. So this is the list of items. Product backlog is a list. This is an ordered list. Ordered list is actually made with the help of business value and urgency. Why urgency is coming into picture automatically? If high business value, business is looking for this feature, and we will be prioritizing this, and we will be taking this in the upcoming release itself or the immediate release itself. That's why the urgency also comes into picture. And how are we going to prioritize? This is a very interesting topic. And I'll be covering this topic as part of the product management series because it's more of the product management topic. And what are the things we are going to cover there? Different prioritization techniques. There you will be able to understand how this business value, urgency, how we are actually learning from our customers what is important and how we are actually measuring the business value. All those things we will be discussing. But here we just need to think about the priority alone. So there is a priority that product owner is giving. How the product owner is giving, that is with the help of different techniques we will discuss there in the product management series. So these all are the 4 characteristics of a product backlog. Okay, we came to the end. We discussed about what is a product backlog. We talked about who will maintain the product backlog and what are the characteristics of a product backlog and what are the how the priorities playing an important role. I just want to give a very simple example so that you people should remember what is a product backlog. And I will also give one example from the from software point of view how a product backlog can contain. Okay. Uh, Imagine a scenario that I am hosting a lunch party at my home for my friends and family. Okay. So I'm creating a backlog. What are the things? This is my vision. My vision is to host a wonderful lunch party for my family and friends. That's my vision. So I'm just going to just to figure out what are the things I'm planning as part of the lunch. So I'm planning a welcome drink. I'm also planning a soup. I'm also planning some appetizers. I'm also planning some main course. I'm also planning some desserts. I'm also planning some cake, which I baked. These all are the things. Uh, but all these things cannot go together. That's how I feel. So I thought, like, okay, my family and friends will be coming to my home somewhere around 10 a.m. So why can't I have that as my first milestone, 10 a.m., where I will be providing the welcome drink. So my first release or milestone is at 10 a.m. That is for welcome drink. That is my goal. So welcome drink related thing is available on my top list of the product backlog because that's the highest priority for me. And now, because it's also going to provide a high business value because my family and friends just when they come to come to my house, they will be getting this that's what I need. It's going to be a wonderful lunch party, right? So I'm just going to give this to them. And also from urgency point of view, yes, it's urgent because 10 a.m. I should give this, then only I can plan the rest of the things for the lunch. So 10 a.m. is my first release. That's actually providing this welcome drink. So this welcome drink related work item is going to be at the top of my product backlog because of the highest priority. Highest priority, highest business value. Now the next thing is 12 a.m. is my next, 12 noon is my next release, which is the lunch. So this is going to have different work items because I'm just going to serve the soup first, then actually the appetizers, then the main course, then the desserts. So these all 4 topics are my second list, which is actually the first one is welcome drink and then soup, appetizers, main course, desserts. So this is my next release items. So this is 12 noon release, which is actually going to provide the complete lunch. And the next item, which is the last item in my product backlog as of now is 3 p.m. I'll serve the cake, which I have baked, and also ice cream. That's 3 p.m. So 3 releases. So this is my roadmap. My roadmap I have planned because all my family and friends are going to be available at my home. I'm just visually planning a roadmap here. 10 a.m. welcome drink. 12 noon lunch. 3 p.m. this is going to be for cake and ice cream. This is my different releases and I have a goal for each release and I'm also having the timing, the timelines as well. And I'm going to check the progress, whether it's getting ready and all those things. So my product roadmap is completely available. And I'm not going out of my product vision. My product vision is very clear. I'm going to provide a wonderful lunch for my family and friends. That's my vision. I'm not going out and thinking what I can plan for dinner, what I can plan for tomorrow's breakfast. No, that's not in my scope. That's not in my vision at all. So I'm not going to think about that. So this product backlog, this is how I am aligning with the product vision and product roadmap, and I am preparing. And I'm also ensuring that the items are placed in the right order so that based on the priority, we will be able to move it. Simple example, you can always remember. Let me go to an example which we can correlate with simple app development. Let's imagine we are developing a fitness tracker. Okay, so the fitness tracker is already available in the market. Okay, we are enhancing, which means also a product development, right? So already a bug came from the production where customers are using the product. They shared one bug saying that uh, whenever I'm just uh, after login and I'm in the home page, I'm pressing the back button, the app is actually crashing. This is a bug we received. So there is one item in the product backlog which is a bug which is related to the application crash. And at the same time, there is also a requirement where product owner has created that requirement as a user story that is related to implement the functionality to track the daily step count. And this should also display the recent 7 day step count. This is the functionality. So this is a new functionality we are developing, which is an user story. Please again do not confuse with what is user story and bug. We will cover that for sure. So this is a requirement basically. As of now, imagine this is a requirement coming from a customer. So this is also available in the product backlog. So you have a bug, you have an user story. The next one, already our technical team has identified whenever we are using the user profile, like after login, I have an option called user profile where I am moving to the user profile. I'm seeing lot of performance issues. App is hanging sometimes and it's not performing as expected. So they want to actually improve the performance, enhance certain things. So they have created a technical debt item where they want to improve the performance, refactor the code so that it is going to ensure that it's going to be much better. That's a technical debt item. So we have a bug, we have a user story, we have now a technical debt. There is also one more task that has been created. The task is related to switch to dark and light theme. Application should enable that. So that is also part of the user story where we have created as a task or subtask, something like that. Okay. So there is also one item which has been added. And also there is a requirement, but we don't have much clarity. We want to start and work on it, which is a spike. That is something like how we can integrate with the cloud storage so that whatever the data that we have related to this fitness tracker, user can actually push to the cloud. But we don't have much clarity on this. So we want to do some analysis. We want to explore some options. So we have created a spike. So now we have an user story, bug, task, technical debt, spike. All these things are related to fitness tracker. So it is aligned to the product vision. Product vision is only on the fitness tracker. So we have not talked anything related to a wristwatch or anything here because we should be aligned with our product vision. And I'm not sure about the release, but I'm hoping the release is going to cover the bug for sure because it is a app crash. So immediately we should release that. So that is going to be the first priority where we will be immediately fixing the bug and taking that out. That's going to be my first release. So always the bug is going to be on the top because by the priority it is going to deliver the business value high and it should also be immediately fixed. That's the urgency that we have. So it is going to be on the top. The next one, the user stories and the technical debt and the task. These all three things are going hand in hand. So we are assuming that these three things are going to be released in the next release, that is version 2 or maybe a second release. We can call a second release after the bug release. We will be planning this. So automatically after the bug, you have a user story, you have the task, you have the technical debt. The last one is spike, which we are still exploring. No urgency on that. We are just thinking about how to integrate with the cloud. So we have not got any such requirement, but still we need to deep dive into this option and explore and then think about how we can implement it. So, That one, as of now, according to me, not in my second release. It's in the uh, lowest in the list of the product backlog. So now you can see this product backlog items is completely aligned to the product vision and also to the product roadmap, because we are talking about the release. And also it is based on how the releases are planned, and based on the priority we have placed the work items. I think this is much clear now how a product backlog looks like. We will definitely plan some session. I'm going to make some announcements maybe in the next week in the community about a challenge series I'm planning to start, where I will try to develop all these things with respect to product vision, product roadmap, or product uh, backlog, so that you can also do with me, and also share the details so that I can review it. That's the plan. More to come on that challenge series related announcement. So I think that now you should be able to have a clear picture on how the product backlog is going to look like. Just imagine a list. All the list items are related to what you are working in the product, which is a product vision, and it will be based on the priority. You will be ordering the list, because that is also going to be with the help of the release, because whatever the high priority items which will go as part of the first release. So I think this is how you should imagine the product backlog as of now. Hopefully, this episode helped you all in understanding the product backlog. If you want to connect with me, please connect through TalkMate. And also, I have shared today an announcement in the uh, community that I have just made a career guidance call, which is a free career guidance call for this month of January, because many people will be setting their career goals in the month of January. So I will definitely able to support them in this period. So it's a free career guidance call. You can utilize it if you are willing to. And if you like the content and you want to support, you can buy me a coffee using this link. And the next thing, I think you people have subscribed to my channel. If not, please subscribe to the channel. And if you're liking the content, please share the content to your friends who are looking to learn something in Agile, Scrum, and product management. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. We will catch up in our next episode, and we will learn the next set of things related to Scrum. Thank you. Bye bye.